Welcome to Money Matters with Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, where we talk to the experts in our team to answer your financial questions.
Today we're sitting down with DeAnne Hawley, Vice President Retail Loan Sales Manager. We're talking all about mortgages.
So my name is DeAnne Hawley, and I am a Vice President and Manager of the Retail Loan Department. So I oversee the retail mortgage lenders here at the bank. I've been with Southern for 22 years. I've been in banking for 35, most of that in some part of the mortgage department.
So DeAnne, if someone is looking to get a mortgage with Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, how do they get started?
To get started with a mortgage, we would want to set up an appointment to meet them in person, or the customer can do an online application. We have a really nice portal that we can send them to. It's all secure and everything through the bank's website, or we can do an application over the phone with them. So we would start their application. We would need to collect 2 years of income history, 2 months of bank statements, 2 pay stubs to get started. And then at that point, we can give them a pre-qualification letter that they could use to give to a realtor to show that they're qualified to purchase a home.
How can someone get prepared to qualify to buy a home? For example, what would their credit score need to be to qualify?
So we like to see credit scores 680 and higher. Of course, the higher, the better rate you would get. So 680 being like an average score. If your score was below a 680, there still are options for you. You are going to have probably a higher interest rate, but still be able to finance the purchase of a home.
And DeAnne, what types of loans are available through SMBT? For example, a conventional loan versus an FHA or USDA loan.
So at Southern, we offer conventional financing versus like a government type loan that you were referring to. So with conventional financing, we can do a 15, 20, or 30-year fix through the secondary market. We also have in-house programs where we can do a 10 or a 15-year fixed, and then we have longer amortizations, but they would be with an ARM program. So maybe a 5, 7, or a 10-year ARM, which means that it would be fixed for that 5, 7, or 10 years, and then it would become an adjustable after that. But what that does is it gets you into the home, and then you could have time to wait out the rates to see if you could get that long-term fixed rate later when the rates come back down. The government loans, we also offer those. So we have partnered with Union Home Mortgage, the Eric Ellison team, and they do all of our government type loans. So we can do FHA, VA, RD, which would have the low or no down payment.
And DeAnne, how many lenders does Southern Michigan Bank and Trust have, and what areas do they cover?
With Coldwater being in Branch County, we have 3 lenders in the Coldwater branch, Sherry Klein and Kristen Nedzwicki. Sherry also works out of our Hillsdale office, so we can do loans, or we have a lending office in Hillsdale. Brandy Titus is also in Hillsdale. Brandy also works out of our Jackson and Calhoun County offices, so she covers those areas as well. We can also go over to Lenawee County on the other side of Hillsdale. Going up across from Jackson, we've got branches in Calhoun County, so we've got Union City to Concha, and Marshall, we've got Leandra Otis, which she also takes care of Union City. And then in Battle Creek at Beckley Road, we have Stephanie Manier. Stephanie also does some lending out of our Kalamazoo office, which is in Portage. Then going south, in St. Joe County, we've got Jody Johnson. And Jody is actually located in our new Sturgis branch, but she can do Three Rivers, Constantine, Centerville, anything in St. Joe County. And then Jody also does stuff over in Branch County. Anywhere in the southern part of Michigan, we can handle it. And we really, anywhere in Michigan, we can do a mortgage. We also do mortgages in Indiana, Ohio, Florida.
DeAnne, how long does it take to get approved for a mortgage loan, and how long can it take to close on your home?
We can get an approval done within 24 hours.
Oh, wow, that's
or
good.
less. Sometimes in the same appointment,
Okay.
we can have an approval done. And then the process itself, we like to say that we can close in 30 days or less. We've had some that have been 2 weeks, and depending, on appraisal turnaround and title work turnaround, but most of the time it's 30 days or less.
Due to the current housing market, many people are apprehensive to buy. What advice would you give to them?
You want to, when you're looking to buy a house, you want to basically marry your house and not your mortgage. You can always refinance your mortgage. Even if you have a higher rate now, you can always refinance that later when the rates come down. But you might not be able to find that house later. So there's lots of great realtors in all of our areas to work with, and we like working with them. Being a local bank and everything, we've got the answers right here, and we like working with them.
DeAnne, are there any final comments you would like to make about our SMBT lending team?
I've never really added it all up, but we've got a lot of long-term lenders here at Southern, a lot of experience. We're very creative. We think outside the box. There's lots of different things that we can do. So, give us a chance, and we're here to help.
Thanks for listening to another session of Money Matters with SMBT. Tune in for another sit down with one of our experts soon.